I said, he's the one, the only, Mr. Dave Joyner. Hey, Dave.
My goodness. Glad to be here, Brian.
Speedway is a family tradition. In some families, everyone but mom is racing, and grandma and grandpa are in the stands. The kids' races are as popular as the expert classes, with the kids in last place getting as much applause as the winners. The racing here is down home. The pits are old school and informal. It's a world away from the glitz and glamour of the Grand Prix paddocks of Europe. Riders typically haul their own equipment and tune the bikes themselves. We're at the fairgrounds in Auburn, California for Fast Friday's Speedway races.
What's your name, Pop?
Al Griffin.
Is it okay if we film you?
Yeah, it's fine. All the way. I'm here to be filmed.
Who's your favorite racer?
Mike.
Give me the lowdown.
He's my navy. He lives right underneath me. That's how I get in here every Friday. Don't cost me beer.
Who do you think's gonna win tonight?
Bryce, I hope. I hope.
What happened to him last week?
He hit the wall over there on number 4.
It was a classic.
Do you know the old guy there? Do you know him?
Yeah, I've given him rides home from Fast Fridays many times. Al's kind of the local indulger with the libations for sure. And yeah, Al's known my Jordan's mom, Marianne, her whole life, and she's just turning 50 this year. So Al's not with us anymore, though. I think he's finally succumbed to his habits, and he led a good life and really did love coming down here to Fast Fridays, like a lot of people in Auburn do. We had one guy who had his 100th birthday here, and he died the next day. Rusty was his name. He was kind of a guy that looked a little bit like that fella there, Al. And Rusty would come here every Friday night and sit in the front row, and he was always a pleasure to get advice from, and he always gave it to us.
I'm sure he didn't have a loss for words, that's for sure.
No, it's amazing. Our community here in Auburn is really, I'm so thankful to our customers, longtime supporters of Fast Fridays, Motorcycle Speedway, myself and my family.
Yeah, you have a really great group of fans and riders. I mean, everyone's like a close-knit community there, and everyone just, Mike Bass moved up there, and all the Bass, family lives up there, and then you have Larry Shaw, and you have all these great, Speedway people living up there. And then you have all these really great riders, Gennaro, you got Russell Green, you have all these really great Speedway talent that living up in your area. And then you have the SOS team, Lawrence, and you have all these you have a big base of people up there in Northern Cal. That's all right.
Yeah, we kind of have made most of the riders in Speedway. And of course, years ago, we introduced the Pee-wees to our Speedway. And every year we limit it to 25 Speedways to sign up. And I can tell you, I could probably sign up 60 or 80 of them to run out every week. We just don't have the room on our program. And that's where it all starts. Fast Fridays has always been a supporter of Youth Speedway. Me personally, I have, and this goes back to when the kids weren't allowed to race because they had some issues with some people getting sued and youth riders and stuff. And then the riders couldn't ride here at Auburn, the youth riders, and then they couldn't ride at Costa Mesa and whatever tracks. So I actually went down with Linda Hedden and the Hedden family. Sorry, I can't really remember exactly who the kids were, but we went down to Lodi Cycle Bowl and ran down there kind of outlaw. And we kept doing it, and then finally they were able to come back here to Auburn first and foremost, and then finally to the other tracks when they figured out it was going to be okay.
So do you have any problem with insurance, or is it not a problem there? Like all, because it's difficult nowadays with insurance and all.
Yeah, we we don't have a problem getting insurance, thanks to the American Motorcyclist Association, the AMA. We have been sanctioned from day one with the AMA, and that's who we get our insurance through. And it's a specialized motorcycling insurance, motorcycle racing insurance. And, every week we're required here at the fairgrounds to have, I think it's $2 million in public liability insurance. And years ago, when we started promoting events down at Daytona, they required $5 million. So that's when 15, 18 years ago, something like that, we extended our policy up to $5 million and have continued to carry that on through. And knock on wood, we have never had a claim. So it's pretty remarkable. I think all of our riders do a pretty good job. Our officials do a great job enforcing the rules. Myself, as far as the person that oversees the track, I've been to tracks in many different countries. I've probably visited well over 300 racetracks in the world, and every time I go to them, I study what's going on, and especially look at all the safety improvements that they've made over the years, especially in the Grand Prix. And the most notable safety thing they have in the world is probably the personal protection barrier, otherwise known as an air fence. But also I worked for the FIM on the Track Racing Commission, and I was dispatched to do track inspections and make sure all the safety things that the FIM had as tools were being implemented and reinforced. And I've brought all that back to Fast Fridays over the years. So
yeah, you have done a really good job. I have a video here of a crash, and we're going to go ahead and see how good of crash wall that Dave Joyner has over there at the Fast Fridays.
The buzzsaw, Ben Esseray out of 4. Nasty Nate Perkins out of 2. He had a good run on that last one. He picked up 3 big ones. Bryce Starks coming out of 3. Nate Perkins coming back with it. Whoa!
That was pretty great.
I have to say, did you see all those people behind the wall scattering? And we have to have a security guard there because people tend to put their kids on top of it and set their beers up there. And we've got a yellow line that's painted back there, and they have to stay back. But every time that security guard turns his back, they come back up there. But I should show them that video, huh?
Yeah, stay behind the yellow line, everybody.